Camera's on.
Scott, I'll get it to you then.
Did you sign in, Scott? I know you did, but I need to ask anyway.
Meeting
Thank you.
I got something coming up.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm gonna date,
Okay.
I'm waiting on to find out. And then I can, that's why I haven't asked you, because I don't forget.
May 1st is this week. Can I have your form? May 1st, deadline, May 1st.
I believe it's May this week.
Do you want a piece of paper? Thank you. Thank you. You got days. Hey, hours. Plenty of hours.
No pressure.
You need a third one.
I'm telling you, that's not what about it.
It's only a tree.
No pressure. Is it no pressure?
Scott's got it.
Hey, Scott.
How you doing, Kurt?
Good, how are you?
How you doing?
This
What are you
is
doing?
office. The house is like the office.
All right, we'll call the meeting to order. Council,
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Mr. Arndt?
Here.
Ms. Cook? Ms. Eisenhart? Here. Ms. Falcone?
Here.
Ms. Hassler?
Here.
Mr. Stofflet?
Here.
Mr. Mayor? Mr. Mayor? Mayor Miller?
Here.
And Ms. Palmer is absent.
Note for the record, executive session was held on April 21st, 2025 regarding labor negotiations with Teamsters Local 773, potential litigation and personnel matters. Personnel Policy Committee, Elaine.
Well, first, has everyone had an opportunity to look at what Stacy put together with the policy for reimbursement of borough costs for submitting plans? So what was your issue, Stacy? Maybe you could just state the change that's being made.
The first time in my 4.5 years here, we've had an applicant to the Planning Commission who submitted plans and then submitted a second time plans with the included required fees and escrow. Our escrow requirement for each submission is $1,000. It hasn't been changed in a while, so really a combination of that plus cost going up is the matter that is brought forward in front of you tonight. They couldn't keep up with the review fees. The fees themselves plus the escrow are supposed to cover any engineering, any solicitor costs that the borough incurs associated with a plan review. If there's a balance due, then we bill the balance. We say, you know, okay, these are the total costs, solicitor, engineering, give them a balance bill that has not been paid by this company or individual. And then the second submission came, we're gonna get bills eventually from our professional service providers, engineer and solicitor. And now the planning commission has given guidance to and recommendation to council for them to go to the zoning hearing board before council reviews their plans. So that's gonna incur more costs. So Joan had been consulted and she recommended a short policy, motion, whatever council prefers, to prevent this from happening in the future.
I'd like to make a motion to accept and approve the change to this fee, plan fees.
I'll second it. So right now, they're not keeping up with the payments.
Right, the balance billing, I guess you'd call it. The costs themselves are exceeding the escrow and the plan submission fees. And I'm afraid that's gonna happen again with the zoning hearing board. They only have 30 days from the planning commission's last meeting to submit to the zoning hearing board to appeal the decision of our zoning officer. And it's coming down to the beginning of May will be that 30 days. So if council approves this, then that will prevent that from happening.
Everybody okay to vote? Any other questions? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you, Elaine.
Okay, the next item on the list is the part-time administrative assistant position. We want to approve a revision to the wage rate to specify between 16 to 18 per hour. What are you looking for? I don't know if that does that require a vote or not?
And the revision to the number of hours to be worked.
Oh, okay, so the number of hours also could be anywhere from, did we say 25? Okay.
25 to 30.
It was, I think so, that could work, right?
That could work.
I mean, just, we want to make it more flexible so we have more applicants that are possible, because we're having some difficulty finding someone. And those hours will be flexible, and we also discussed advertising that in several different places. So I'd like to make a motion to make that revision to that
I'll
position.
second it.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
The next item would be the part-time seasonal public works laborer position. We'd like to start advertising for that. I'd like to authorize Stacy to do that.
Can I say something?
Please do.
Okay. Last week, me and Stacy went down to the wastewater plant, talked with Alex and Randy. Hauling days are actually, I stated last month, or in the meeting, that they were once a week, usually on a Wednesday. Hauling days are twice a week, and it's Monday and Thursday.
Okay.
And those, Alex must be present for that, on them days. We told Alex that council is concerned that he burns out, and we'd like to see him get time away. There was also no pushback from Randy at all.
Okay. Good.
But with all that being said, when we moved Randy down there the first time, it was short-term and temporary. And I think we thought we'd have a deal sooner than later. And now we don't have a contract yet, and now we're 4 months into this year, which already has Alex behind. I think, and I know the problems with this line, but I think we'd be better off hiring a wastewater treatment plant and getting a guy down there that can stay 100% of the time with Alex and learn the job, and, because Randy is gonna have to come up here eventually when Jesse goes out.
We're gonna hire a temporary seasonal worker
But
to take
that-
that position.
That guy's not gonna be able to operate some of the equipment that Randy can. And the longer we keep Randy down there, the further behind I think we get with Alex.
That might be more of a discussion that we should discuss, personnel separately. I don't know that those specifics on that are really for a public meeting with regard to, Joe's not here to, consult with, but I think that if we need to discuss that more, we should do that. But at this point, regardless of that, we still need a seasonal worker because we're gonna be short, potentially an injury until that gets better, and surgery with our one worker, so.
Does he have a surgery date?
No.
Because it had been postponed.
Right, and I have no public information to share at this point. That would have to be an executive session.
I would suggest that we stay the course with this and we can always change it. We came here tonight to basically, we already had a discussion about this in executive session. And if we want to reopen that up, we can certainly do that and have a discussion in executive session again. But, one of the reasons we came here tonight was that was one of the reasons we wanted to get this moving. So, I'd like to make a motion to allow Stacy to start to advertise for a part-time seasonal public works laborer position.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? No?
No.
Motion carried.
Okay, since Ms. Plummer isn't here, I'll present the Keller Street rehabilitation, replacement of water main infrastructure along Keller Street between Kroll and the Borough line. It was applied, it was in an application to the state and applied for funding, which was denied. We are going to do a new application, again with the assistance of Barry Eisen and Associates. One of the requirements is that council agrees to seek funding and put that in a resolution, commitment letter, etc. So the application is due the 30th. That's why this is on the agenda for this evening, because we don't want to miss the application deadline. Any questions on the resolution itself? It's just, authorizing signers if we would get the agreement, the award, then it assigns signers.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the resolution. A second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.
Scott or Kurt, do you have anything?
Sure.
Nothing else? I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Do you want to, I think we'll put one for your own
Fire
time.
record. 11 minutes.
It has instructions, the ones that I gave you too, and this is your first time doing it, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I guess Skylar said if I saw it, I should tell you, I guess she
You
was
don't
too
have to
weak.
sign the
Okay, fine.
resolution, I'm
Email.
going to.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't go on yet, but I knew Saber said there was more, but I didn't know.
Yeah, she sent two in with a little bit of an explanation, because she explained to me, I was like, are you putting that in with? I'm like, if you didn't tell me about it, I would have.
Yeah.